1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Justin, go stand at the podium for a second. I'm going to use Justin for a second. Then make him stand at the podium. You go back.
They good on this or no?
Say your ABCs.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z A B C D E F G H I J K
Sully, get on the stage!
L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Jason. Jason. They good or no?
Justin has also Justin asked me if you guys can hear me.
Good.
They have older brothers and sisters? No way.
I got it, like, I got it. I have the back brace and I have my feet up. Nah. I think it'll more make me sweat. The band is sitting in the aisle, second row. You know what? It's not really fun when I graduate. We'll be back. I better get some reward.
2. at least now I'll know exactly which seat is mine because there's
Gum smells like sunset.
Whoa! Bye!
So that you understand, okay? The first time through, we take repeat as needed and we go back to measure 23. We go back through again, repeat as needed, back to measure 3. The second time is to 3. And then the third time we should go to the final one. That should be plenty. That should be plenty. Percussion. Are we clear on that? No.
I'm driving you home. Thank you. Since it was like a half off thing, so they were like $7.50. Yeah, I got them at RiverDellTelevision. Where? These I got from my grandma. Yeah, that's cute. I got them way better.
Like you bought them or
Yeah, like a whole bunch of designer sunglasses. So
you should be under. You should. It's not, it sounds better. My eyes
Also, it's kind of this sassy. Oh my god.
What?
Not that's a bad thing. Like, dude, like so much sass to a dude. I was like, oh, it's like a little.
Not poison. We'll say that she's like in real life.
Yeah, because you have an umbrella. My fingertips are wrong. You want me to give them to you? I got it. Edwin, you want me to give them to you? Do you like my new sunglasses?
Yes. Oh, wait.
Just so Riley, I have to burn. It might come like whenever. I need to go with huh?
Precious building up his job. Pressure in my chest and arm, I'm sorry.
Goodness, next year. I know.
I was so traumatized.
You also have to get an air. I'm dying just wearing sleeveless shirts and pants and sandals. I don't get how guys do this all the time. But it's black and it's so hot.
Oh yeah, this is alright. I just feel so bad.
See, people were smart bringing them up. I'm not good. Tell yeah.
Please join me in welcoming the president of the class of 2018, Matt Tastian.
Members of the Board of Education, Mr. Fletcher, administrators, faculty, friends and relatives of the graduates, and most importantly, the class of 2018. It is my most sincere honor to be speaking on behalf of the graduating class of 2018. It is with certainty Riverdell will unlikely replace our class, not because of any individual or collective group of few, but rather an overall character we have established amongst ourselves as a whole throughout our 4 years here. The faculty and administration has provided us with resources and profound opportunities to grow, not only through education, but as people who add value to this world with the ability to make change. Today marks a very important day for all of us. The leadership that Riverdell has instilled in our character is now ready to be used in the next step of our lives as we intend to build higher standards in this world. People say that college is supposed to be the best 4 years of one's life. However, the times here at Riverdell are irreplaceable, and there is no other group of people I would have rather shared this experience with than those standing to the left of me. The challenging days I was unmotivated to get to school were enabled, knowing that as soon as I walked through the doors of Riverdell, I was able to count on the greatest group of people to brighten my mood. It is not until we have become graduates to fully appreciate the moments we shared together. Like Winnie the Pooh once said, we didn't realize we were making memories, we just knew we were having fun. Let the friends we have made remain close to us forever. Let the memories we have made stay with us for the rest of our lives. And most importantly, let Riverdell hold a special place in each and every one of our hearts, no matter where life may take us. The bittersweet feeling we experience around this time of year is a constant reminder of how much these grounds and people truly mean to us. The impact that our educators and peers have on us is meant to last a lifetime, not just our time here. To the faculty and administration at Riverdell, today is not a farewell as the class of 2018 parts ways with the black and gold. It is an appreciation for what you all had to offer for us and for what we provided in order to better the process. On behalf of our class, we say thank you. To those who have provided us the support, strength, and courage necessary to strive through more than just education, yet build the foundation of our future, we appreciate all of your efforts. To the newly made alumni, our time has come to an end. The path of becoming lifelong learners that Riverdell has put us on is our history as we face the next challenge that life presents us. I have no doubt that each and every one of us is ready for any hardship that life may throw in our way. The most important thing that we do as we begin this next chapter in our lives is that we never forget the core values that Riverdell has taught us as we fly off into the greater world that awaits. As president of the class of 2018, it has been my privilege to represent you. May you all aspire to be the purposeful individual that Riverdell expects us to be. Thank you. Please rise and remain standing for the salute to the flag and the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Matt will be attending Lehigh University in the fall. Our next speaker is our salutatorian, Sean Burke.
Members of the Board of Education, Mr. Fletcher, faculty, administrators, friends and relatives of the graduate, and of course, class of 2018, it is my honor to be able to stand up here today to leave you all with a few last words. I want to start by asking a simple, a little cheesy question, and that is, what do you see when you look in the mirror? I know it sounds a little cheesy, but it does have a profound meaning to me. I'm talking less about the hair you're fixing, the selfie you're taking, or the new earrings you're checking out. Thank you, thank you. But I'm talking more about the reflection you see of who you are down to the core as a person, a friend, student, teacher, sibling, anything. And over these past 4 years, that reflection I see has transformed into something beyond just myself. In that reflection, I see each one of you looking back at me, a little piece of everyone in me. I see every relationship forged in the halls of high school. I see the ways every friend, teacher, and coach has given a part of themselves to me. I see the nurturing and care that this community has given to us. I see every concert and coffee house that makes me desperately wish I could sing. I see every touchdown, takedown, 2 a day, every championship, and now I see the very last time I will walk off this field as a Golden Hawk. I see the crushing losses, the triumphant victories, and anything in between. Finally, I see darkness, and I see light. And Riverdell, you have been that light. From our middle school days to today and beyond, the black and gold is in every one of us. So if you ask me, when I look in the mirror, I see myself, you, this community, everything you all have taught me, every memory, test, grade, and late night, every game, match, meet, each vigorous, exciting, and certainly much too short 4 years here. And above all else that I see in myself through Riverdell, I see a Hawk for life. And there's something special to be said for that. So next time you look in that mirror, I want you to think about that all that makes your own light shine. Because you might be surprised seeing all we have to be grateful for. Everyone has a struggle, a story, and a light that we don't always see. So here's where you guys come in. I have a little homework assignment. I know, here we go. This kid's giving homework on graduation day, but bear with me. On top of rediscovering what makes your own light shine, look past yourself and into others, maybe to your left or right, even right now. In a world of far too much hatred, we must not only find the light in ourselves, but also see it in others. Keeping that in mind, look out upon this sea of graduates. Recognize the struggle and perseverance we've all had in our days here. But now picture this, hundreds of new lights shooting out all over the world, finding what they love, who they love, and how they will find their shine in this world. We are what this place has nurtured us to be, which is pretty damn amazing if you ask me. But it is finally time to grow our own pair of wings and find our flight. The years we have spent here, students, teachers, parents alike, have helped ignite fires in us that will guide us through this crazy maze of life, in all we do, through thick and thin, and even when the path may seem dark. Thank you to everyone, especially you, Mom, yeah, I got it, who has made this destination possible. And this destination lies at the end of an overwhelming journey. And I hope some of you, when you go back home tonight, see a piece of me, this speech, or anything that happened these past 4 years in your own reflection. Enjoy this so very small moment of life so that we can cherish it for the rest of our long voyages ahead, which of course are only just beginning. Good luck to everyone in everything you do, and I am so glad to be able to call you all my family. I love you guys, and go Hawks.
Thank you, Sean. Sean will be attending Columbia University in the fall. Our Student Government Organization President, Rebecca Perez.
members of the Board of Education, Mr. Fletcher, administrators, faculty, friends, relatives of the grads, and class of 2018. Picture this, November 17th, 2017. The Hawks have the ball at the 10-yard line with 42 seconds left on the clock as they attempt to defeat Northern Valley. In the eyes of the spectators, this was any other playoff game. But in the eyes of the seniors, it was so much more. The end of our senior year was getting closer. In those last 42 seconds, the stadium cheered in desperation. This was our last Riverdale home football game, our last Friday Night Lights, our band's last triumphant performance on the turf, our cheerleaders and football players' last time suiting up in the locker room, and the seniors' last game to share the stands together. To me, those last 42 seconds meant, hopefully, we would get one last game, one last cheer, one last opportunity to cherish the school we all love. Being back-to-back state champs is a true reward, but it is not our only accomplishment. As a class, we have made outstanding changes and created opportunities like no other. For starters, the Tri-M Music Honor Society founded the Lunch Coffee Houses, which united our student body together due to their passionate ballads and impressive instrumental rhythms. But of course, our talents didn't end there and grew by soaring on stage through our fall play, our Skin of Our Teeth, and our spring musical, The Addams Family. Along with our musical prodigies, students at Riverdale High School have taken their increased skills in language and learned in countries such as Italy, Ecuador, Spain, Argentina, and Peru throughout our 4 years. Plus, when we weren't exploring the world or conquering the stage, we were fighting out on the field. The Riverdale Hawks are known to be strong, competitive athletes who refuse to lose, which could be supported by our multiple state championships in football, track and field, and volleyball. But don't forget, we excel in all sports, boys and girls, equally, increasing the Riverdale name with our athletic abilities. Most importantly, as a class, we are extremely bright. This year, class of 2018 is going border to border across the U.S., spreading our knowledge throughout the world and using our voices to make a change together. Overall, we are a melting pot of unique, special people who cultivate our passions and allow them to drive our successes. But now, it's time. Our final run is over. Our uniforms have been returned. Our instruments are back in their cases, and our hallways cannot carry us any further. As we sit united on the turf, dressed in our cap and gowns, contemplating, how did we get here so fast? Look around you. Look at the classmates you spent the past 4 years with. Look at your teachers, the men and women who have guided you along the way. And look inside yourself and realize you did it. In the next few minutes, we will walk up to the stage and receive what our hard work ultimately represents: our diploma, our finale, our last goodbye. You see, The unique thing about graduating from Riverdell High School is not only do we receive this diploma, but we receive our wings too. We have grown together as hawks, and now it's our time to say goodbye and soar. Even though our wings will always lead us back home when we need them most, it's our time to let go and allow our wings to take us to new horizons and to help us through new challenges. Hawks, our end at Riverdell is here. Riverdell has given us the field, the theater, the music, the travel, each other, and our wings. Class of 2018, thank you for being intellectually extraordinary and using your voice to achieve the unthinkable. Thank you for standing together on November 17th, 2017, all united, holding our last breath, waiting to see if we would be given one more opportunity to stand together and support the black and gold. Last but not least, thank you for the memories, the laughs, and the dreams we all accomplished together. Now, as Ms. Vogt said before the AP Lit test, I don't need to tell you anything else. It's your time to fly. Thank you.
Rebecca will be attending Quinnipiac College next year. Our valedictorian, Chris Barcacci.
Members of the Board of Education, Mr. Fletcher, administrators, teachers, friends and families of the graduates, but most of all, members of the class of 2018, today is full of expectations. For example, I am supposed to stand here, pretend to know more than I do, and pretend that I'm not nervous right now, and provide my insight and solutions. And you are expected to take these solutions, carry them with you, and make them your own. I hope to at least take the next few short minutes to share what I've come to learn from Riverdell and from all the incredible people who shared its halls with me as our time here comes to a close. These past 4 years have definitely challenged us, whether it was trying to find a place to eat with our friends that first day of freshman year, the college application process, or simply trying to find a single bathroom that wasn't closed these past few months. But our silver lining lay in leaving behind our middle school selves and becoming more self-aware and mature young adults. So mature, in fact, that if the wrong snap stayed on our story for more than 14 seconds, we might feel the creeping onset of nothing less than a panic attack. In all seriousness, as we moved further from middle school, we found that it would be over the next 4 years at this school that some of our best and most long-standing memories with each other would be created, whether during chemistry in room 308 or right here on this field. Thinking about these memories, I was first prompted to think about milestones. In our childhoods, our milestones are predetermined. Saying our first word, losing our first tooth, reading our first chapter book. Years later, as we celebrate the milestone that has brought us all here together today, graduation, this remains true. We put on our caps and fasten our gowns and say goodbye to our parents at college. And then suddenly, those predetermined milestones become more infrequent. So my first challenge for us all is to fill in the gaps so we can not only create milestones, but create our own individual ones from this day forward. The world's greatness became the people we know them as today, not by seeking to replicate the stepping stones of those before them, but by setting their sights on their own individualized and meaningful milestones. But I honestly don't really need to tell you any of this. I don't need to point to the world's biggest impacts and greatest successes, because we already know this. because we are a class of firsts. As the other speakers before me have pointed out, the class of 2018 has witnessed, achieved, and created our own impressive set of milestones and our own greatness. Thanks to Greg and Mike, Riverdell saw its first ever hackathon, now an annual success and a testament to our technical and creative might. Thanks to the football team, Riverdell took MetLife 2 years in a row, making the team back-to-back champions for the first time ever. Thanks to Kara and Kat, Riverdell's Parkland walkout not only spread awareness about a specific message and a cause, but convinced us that our votes would very soon matter, regardless of our individual beliefs or political leanings. And thanks to the senior Tri-M officers, Riverdell's first ever coffee houses allowed us, for the first time ever, to share an unbridled love for music. I could go on, and these are just a few examples of the milestones, a few examples of the firsts that our class has created, but I would not for a second hesitate to say that the class of 2018 is only beginning to impact others for the better. You might have also noticed that nothing I mentioned was accomplished single-handedly. My second challenge is for us to continue to look to each other for help. We all have our irreplaceable friends, families, teachers, coaches who have touched our lives and empowered us to fulfill our milestones, some already mentioned by myself, others by the speakers before me, and others more personal. I know that virtually nothing that I've accomplished that I sincerely care about could have been done without this irreplaceable support. The kind of support from family and friends who always go the extra mile, the kind of support from teachers who are living, breathing proof of what could be accomplished by putting your heart into something you genuinely care about, the kind of support that makes you look past yourself as you begin to help others fulfill their milestones. But doing all of this, achieving our milestones, will not be easy, especially when society carelessly reduces us to the sum of our achievements and yet diligently maintains a running list of our failures. It can be difficult to truly invest our sincere time and energy into helping others, or bettering ourselves, or let alone working toward lofty goals, especially when so many of the end results seem to run high risks and promise little in return. But again, I'm going to stop myself and call my own bluff, because here too, Riverdell has shown us that this obstacle can be overcome. It would have been tempting to push off the hackathon because of technicalities. Easy to say that one state championship was enough to be proud of. But we didn't do that, because like I said, we are a class of firsts. So my final challenge is for us to continue to take those calculated risks and roll the dice. Because if we don't, we carry the even greater risk, in my opinion, of missing out, pondering the age-old question of what could have been. And if that gift from society, that running list of failures, ends up knocking on your door to this concern with the past, I say, as Edna Mode from The Incredibles once did, I never look back, darling. It distracts from the now. So if there's one thing you take away from this speech, I hope that it's not its own self-importance or sad attempts at humor. What I want you to remember is that your future happiness and your future impact on each other and on the world will not be measured by a college diploma validated by US News and World Report or an impressive internship from a name brand, but it very well may be limited by your own selves. So, Riverdell class of 2018, remember, forge your own milestones, count on irreplaceable support, and roll the dice from time to time. And for what it's worth, while I lied about making this speech short, the rest is from the heart. So from the bottom of my heart, I truly wish you all the very best and congratulate each of you for making Riverdell a more memorable place.
Chris will be attending Princeton in the fall. And now I'm proud to present our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Patrick Fletcher.
Thank you, Ms. Brooks. Good evening, parents, family, friends, faculty, guests, and to you, the class of 2018. I would like to recognize several guests this evening. With us tonight from the Oradell Borough Council is Councilperson Tracy Schoenberg and Councilperson Roger Tashian, who is also a former board member for Riverdell. From the River Edge Borough Council, we have Dario Canigo, and we also have with us former board member Darlene Ross. Also present are Board of Education members, President Joseph Manzelli, trustees Al Graff, Doug Kupfer, Claudia O'Neill, Stephanie Hartman, Alan Feigenson, and Barbara Kuchar. You'll also notice many of our faculty and staff members participating in and assisting this ceremony, and we're honored that you could join us this evening. I would also like to recognize several members of our staff who are graduating this evening. Joanne Pulowski, Michelle Fedorchek, Kathy Graham, Nancy Hanson, Melinda Russo, Marina Vigiano, and Mike Giorgio are retiring. Together, they provided 145 years of service to our students, and their impact cannot be underestimated. Please join me in congratulating them. I really struggled with my comments for tonight, not because I could find nothing to say. It's quite the opposite. There simply isn't enough time to list the academic, athletic, and artistic accomplishments of this class, or to describe how proud I am of them. As mentioned by the students themselves, they are a class of firsts. So I simply want to say thank you to them and to our guests for the privilege of knowing them. I'm a better person for the experience, and I will miss them. And I know that the world will be a better place with them in it. So on behalf of the teachers, administrators, teaching and administrative assistants, custodians, maintenance personnel, cafeteria employees, and other support staff from Riverdell, as well as those from the Oradell and River Edge elementary districts who provided the educational and personal foundation that we built upon, I congratulate you and your families. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, usually I like to take this time to welcome everyone. So welcome again to our Board of Education, Mr. Fletcher, my colleagues, guests, staff, friends, and relatives of these graduates, and the esteemed class of 2018. However, after listening to our speakers, and I did hear their speeches in advance, all I can say is what they said. That's exactly who they are. They're an extraordinary group of young people. They have accomplished so much in 4 years that we enumerated some of the things they did, but certainly we cannot talk about everything. So I got to thinking, how did they get this way? What happened that made them Okay. Okay, so that's another first for this class, because this has never happened before. So as I was saying, I got to thinking about how they became the people that they are. They're extraordinary. Now, we did not get to know them until they were about 14. So really, the answer is you, their families. You helped shape them, you provided the foundation, and for that we thank you. So what else sets this group apart? What personal qualities do they possess? Well, they certainly possess passion and commitment. Whatever the activity, they approach it with a positivity that ensures a successful outcome. They're also respectful and kind to all with whom they interact. They're not shy about asking for things. Many of the events that they spoke about happened because they're so passionate that they're not hesitant at all about requesting a meeting to pitch their ideas. How else would we know about hackathons? How else would we know about planned and programmed walkouts, Bad Joke Fridays, and of course, the lip dub? But along with their passion is persistence. They don't give up. They work hard. They show great effort. And I thought about a quote Bill Bradley once said, "Ambition is the path to success. Persistence is the vehicle you arrive in." I am sad to see them go, and I know that they are sad as well. You know that each morning we have announcements, and they play a song. And 2 weeks ago, as I listened to the song, I realized they were playing Frank Sinatra, who was singing "The End, and Now the End is Near." As the boys explained at the end of the song, the end was near and they were sad. But don't be sad. This is commencement. It's a launching pad. And what I want you to do, all of you, is to think about this transition and understand that there's a big world, so make the best of this test. And don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. And class of 2018, I hope you had the time of your life. Mr. Manzelli, each of these students has met all of the requirements to receive a high school diploma, and I'm proud to present to you the class of 2018.
Ms. Bartolone, you guys can sit for just a little bit longer. Sorry. And see, you know what? And the reason this mic came out, because Ms. Brooks didn't realize that, you know, she couldn't drop this mic. Yeah. So, well, everybody said welcome, so I'll say welcome as well. And everyone always says how each class is special. But to me, this is a graduating class that is special and one that I will remember for a long time. Personally, I don't have any graduates in this class. I do have 2 here at Riverdell, but this class is one that I will have forever. Great memories for all of their firsts and for having a lot of the attributes that we should all aspire to have. And while not mentioning any of the seniors' names directly, I'm sure you will recognize a few as I mention some of these attributes. And my hope is that everyone will do their best to be like these young adults and live your lives as I have seen them do as I have seen them do so thus far, and hopefully for the rest of their lives. Enjoy life. Literally, stop to smell and admire the flowers, and no matter how fast the track of life seems to be running by, keep that big smile shining bright. Never lose your inner child. Dance and sing like no one is watching, and if they are, who cares? Tell them you enjoy playing full disclosure with all these crazy people. Have confidence. You're a lot smarter than you give yourself credit for being. Be that kid of Irish heritage, winning awards for Italian. Don't let anyone else's opinions control what you do or what you say. Other people's opinions are just suggestions. Take them or leave them. If you want to cheer rather than play, enjoy it. Give it your all the time. If life seems to be a broken play, stay calm, be the leader you are, and find a way to get positive yardage. Don't make major life decisions to please other people. Live life for you. And when you know what is right, like walking into Riverdell and knowing it is a school for you, make that decision and make the most of it. And laugh it off. If you make a mistake, fall down, or do something dumb, just laugh it off. Other people and you will forget it a lot faster if you just let it roll off your back. Everyone makes dumb mistakes, even multiple times, like getting pulled over by the Oradell Police Department for having too many kids in the car. Keep your traditions and what makes you, you. They are important. Be that toughest player in the game of life, but make sure a loved one brings you that pregame Gatorade that gets you through the game. And be kind. The benefits of being kind, or at the very least, courteous, far outweigh the efforts you put in. And finally, Riverdell class of 2018, please know this. Life goes by really, really fast. Live each day so that at the end, you're reveling in how amazing your life was and not regretting all the things you did or didn't do. Thank you, and I can't wait to see you up on the stage.
Nor Abada. Salvatore E. Albanese. Leonardo Alfaro. Riyam Soliman Alnafia. Joseph Daniel Altamura. Julia Elizabeth Anevis. Fathia Fuad Bagelholm. Christopher Barcacci. Aaliyah Lexis Battle. Lauren Kelsey Bednarski. Michael J. Brasted. Julia L. Breton. Caitlin Ann Bridge. Emma Suzanne Bruni. Joseph William Brunner. Emily R. Buckman. Sean Jameson Burke. John Dylan Bustillo. Alessia Bustillos. Samantha Michelle Burns. Joseph Adonis Calderon. Garrett Michael Kalum. Joseph Thomas Calrow. Jack Anthony Capasso. Timothy Unhyuk Capola. Adam Mark Cardenas. James Ryan Carney. Brian Michael Chambers. Alexander Chernyshev. Julia Faith Canigo. G.U. Choi. Evan Steele Cohen. John P. Concanon. Brendan Conroy. Chloe Liz Cordero. Brianna Catone. Nicholas P. Covo. Brian Joseph Cox. Elizabeth Rose Kroonquist. James Ryan Kroonquist. Connor Michael Daly. Julia K. D. Benedetto. Matthew P. D. Benedetto. Sarah Victoria Tandagia. Emily W. D. Lorenzo. Chloe Arlene Darien. Caitlin Elizabeth Devine. Isabella Louise DeGennaro. Matthew J. Duran. Sophia Adelaide Doyle. Kelly Rachel Dunlop. Kev Duta. Richard Martin Agazarian. Sharon Natalie Elgrobly. Kevin G. Urban. David Anthony Estevez. Annie Fan. Luke Michael Farrell. Aaron L. Finkeldley. Lucas Arthur Fleckenstein. Dylan Patrick Flago. Andrew P. Fletcher. Jack Nicholas Gagliardi. Emma R. Gallagher. Sarah R. Galucci. Jordi Garcia. Paolo Gachalian. Amanda Nicole Gentles. Christina George. Caitlin Elizabeth Gillies. Kyan A. Gilmore. Richard William Knighting. Brian John Goodell. Kelly Ann Goria. Shannon Mary Goria. Samantha R. Grandich. Haley Marie Gruppenhoff. Julia Catherine Haggerty. Un Song Ham. Sam Ali Hamadachian. Zane A. Hancock. Colette Marie Hanrahan. Connor P. Hart. Jean Marie Rose Harvey. Olivia Joan Hassett. Brianna Kennedy Hay. Faith Elizabeth Harity. Emily Hong.
Let's go, Ed.
Gracie Huang. Did you say Gracie? In Hyuk Hwang. Alexander Hyde. Christopher Jameson. Brandon Jeffrey. Sivan Kavijian. Paul J. Callancy. Elizabeth Hannah Kang. Yushin Kao. Dennis A. Karpenko. Jenna Mary Karpowicz. Isabel Catry. Zachary K. Christopher Michael Kazianis. Yusuf Kazmi. Sean Shang Ki. Abigail Grace Kellerman. Alyssa Kim. Brian Y. Kim. Christian Kim. Haram Kim. Min Suk Kim. Sean Tae-woo Kim. Michael Thomas Kerwin. Ulan Kleiman. Alan Kleiman. Julian Shuhei Kobayashi. Samantha Sharp Kopka. Kara Margaret Kasuth. Naomi Kramer. Abigail Krautheim. Benjamin Kupfer. Michael Lang. Andrew Lee. Jack Francis Lee. William Lee. Ashley Lorraine Lipman. Cameron Lynn Litterini. James Edward Lobley. Olivia Loke. Mary Bernadette Lombardi. Shannon Geraldine Lombardi. Theodore Arthur Lequetz. Matthew Liu. Megan Luca. Victoria Magula. Christopher James Magner. Matthew L. Malavo. Christina M. Mari. Kenneth Marino. Andrew P. Meyer. Tyler Ryan McAndrews. Jack Gavin McCabe. Catherine Herrera McCann. Jacqueline Marie McCusker. Colleen Rose McElroy. Thomas Daniel McGinley. Julie A. McGovern. Jack X. McGrinder. William George McKenna. Caitlin Marie McLaughlin. Taylor Shannon McMahon. Jackson P. Menzel. Audrey Grace Miller.
Stephen Joseph
Stephen Joseph Mills. Emma Elaine Merkovich. Christopher J. Moon. Christopher Thomas Moore. Alan Morales. Andrew M. Moran. Ahmed Moshet. Julian Leander Munoz. Tyler Murphy. Ryan Gerard Murray. Catherine Elizabeth Murtha. Michaela C. Nagel. Jacob Nam. Grace Nastasi. Alexis N. Nikas. Michael Vincent Nobile. Grace Marie Nunez. Jeremy Alexander Nunez. Eitan Ofek. Ijoma Okoronkwo. Connor Patrick Olski. Yulen Oma Echavarria. Matthew Joseph Panchi. Brian Park. Rebecca C. Perez. Marissa Pittarisi. Jonna Lucia Plaka. Sam Benjamin Podolsky. Michelle Rosina Poznansky. Sophia Poznansky. Thomas Patrick Quinn. Zanab Rahman. Gianni Ramos. Trevor Harlan Reese. Julian Willie Rice. Enrico Riego. Alexander M. Rivera. Laura Rizik. Michael A. Rizik. Emily J.C. Robertson. Nulani Jacqueline Rodriguez. Isabella Rosenkrantz. Ina Ruiz. Tyler Russell. Catherine Saw. Isabel Samuel. Gregory J. Serafian. Matthew James Serednicki. Sophia M. Skelzo. Eve M. Schoenberg. Daniel Ryan Schwartz. Julia Lee Scipione. Ryan J. Scully. Alexander M. Sender. Maxwell A. Sender. Talia Dahi Shin. Jory Sim. Christian Andrew Smith. Nigel John Solar. Erica Elizabeth Starost. Dominic Thaddeus Coronel Sy. Jessica Amy Torino. Matthew J. Tashtian. Timothy Howlim Chu. Megan Tybus. Alexander Tilley. Dror Tiemann. Nicholas V. Tuckminion. Liliana Judith Torres. Brenna C. Tracy. Julia Ann Tracy. Aiden Tucker. Olivia M. Tumino. Maxwell Paul Yule. Adrian Edgar Valverde. Michael T. Vasile. Christopher E. Verico. Jack Ross Vaitha. Mizuki Wada. Harley Ann Walsh. John Walplehorst. Travis Watson. Amanda Weiss. Gary Richard Wilhelm Jr. Megan Carlene Wilhelm. Lucas M. Wynn. Angela Shia. Jason T. Yoon. Ezra Yoon. Christopher Raymond Zaccaro. Judy Zhang. And Kyle Walter Ziegler. Congratulations, class of 2018.
No. Only if you drop the mic.
I will. That's the easy part.
At this time, we will have our chorus sing, and we do this to remember all who have fought for our country and all who have fought and died for our country. Here is the Riverdell chorus with America the Beautiful. Thank you, Select Choir. At this time, it is very customary for our graduates to toss their caps in the air. So I will just remind them to remove the tassels. As soon as they do that, the band will play, and I ask that you let the seniors leave the field first and then follow them up to the oval, where there will be refreshments provided by the class of 2019. So at this time, you can stand. 1, 2, toss those caps.
going.